Caleb, passionate overload. Let's go. I can't believe I got the 2 Opus cards. Dreams are not the only things that flourish in the night.
딥스페이스 터널의 파동으로 인한 자기장 이상 편향으로 인천시와 인근 지역에 일시적인 극야 현상이 발생했습니다.
Let's see. Magnetic disturbances caused by the deep space tunnel's instability have triggered a temporary polar night in Lincoln City and nearby areas.
이번 극야는 약 2주 이내에 종료될 예정입니다.
Every time Caleb tries to act sweet, she remembers, or you remember, sorry. I was reading in the story mode. You remember that this is the guy that hacked into her weight scale at home and shamelessly asked why she lost weight completely unprovoked, right? It's expected to last for 2 weeks at most. In the dark hours of the night, the final Colum Express arrives at the station. She gets off the train along with a small trickle of passengers. But they actually changed the train schedule because of the polar night. It's running 3 hours later than usual. It's late. If Caleb doesn't pick up, I'll just take a taxi to his place. As the call connects, she glances at the exit. A paper airplane suddenly flies past her eyes. It's folded like a miniature fighter jet. What the hell, Caleb?
열차가 좀만 더 늦게 왔으면 종이 비행기를 전함으로 접을 뻔했어.
If the train had been any later, I would have turned the paper plane into a space battleship. I thought you were already sleeping and didn't have the time to pick me up.
그럴 리가. 자연계열 이볼버는 이번 파동의 영향을 받기 쉬우며 여러 이상 증세를 보일 수 있음.
No way. And Hansen class evolvers are more sensitive to magnetic disturbances and might feel unwell.
이볼버 건강 가이드에 있는 내용은 다 기억하고 있어. 넌 요즘 내 집중 관리 대상이니까.
I remember everything from the Evolver Health Handbook. You're my number 1 priority right now. She pretends to cover her ears. Captain Jen has already told me all of that before I left. I don't need you to repeat it like a recording.
벌써 못 견디겠어? 더 심한 것도 남았는데. 말로만 할 게 아니라 앞으로 2주 동안 직접 보여줄게.
You already can't stand listening to it? That's not even the worst of it. I won't say it though, I'll show you. Every day for the next 2 weeks. I actually have no idea what he said in that second part, because I was trying to remember what he said from the first part before the text disappeared. It's okay. He reaches for her wrist, gently takes her hand and guides her into the crowd that's headed toward the exit.
우선은 오늘 밤 밤새우지 않기부터 시작하자.
First, let's begin with not staying up so late tonight. Warm water streams down and washes away a day's worth of exhaustion. She exhales and allows her body to relax. Through the bathroom window, she can see the floating island outside. It's wrapped in thick, dark mist. It'll probably stay like that for the next 2 weeks. It's been a long time since we spent this much time under the same roof. Once I wake up tomorrow, I'll figure out what we should do together for the first few days. So her vacation is just spent at his house, all right? After drying her hair in the bedroom, she suddenly remembers her phone might still be downstairs. She puts on her slippers and goes to look for it. The hallway is quiet. The lights are still on, and a soft radiance greets the frosted glass of the bathroom door. She slides the door open.
너
Oh my god! He took his shirt off way faster than Zayne did. I'm a woman, in case you forgot. Have some decency.
네가 여자라는 건 당연히 알지.
Of course I know that you're a woman.
그건 한눈에 봐도 알 수 있잖아.
And this isn't exactly a mystery. The last time she showered at Opa's home, he drugged her. Oh god. Let's not think about that. Then you shouldn't just shower whenever you feel like it, especially when I'm around.
난 늘 네 앞에서 이렇게 아무렇게나 마음대로 하지 않았나?
Haven't I always done whatever I wanted beside you, though? This is different.
그럼 다음에 문 열 땐 조심해. 하우즈 집
Then-
욕실에 하우즈가 있을 확률은 아무래도 꽤 높으니까.
Then next time, be careful when you're opening doors. The chances of finding Haoju inside Haoju's bathroom are pretty high. As the door opens and closes, a wave of warm steam hits her in the face. It smells like the body wash she usually uses.
네 휴대폰은 내가 거실에 충전해뒀어. 너무 늦게까지 하지 마.
I put your phone in the living room to charge. Don't stay up too late. The sound of dripping water is carried through the quiet hallway. It's soft, irregular. It somehow makes her mind a little disoriented. Why is there foreplay? Is this how you guys foreplay? Got it. The projector screen lights up with a burst of color. Two little moles that are holding hands start jumping over obstacles together. I bought it the day it came out, but this is the first time we're actually playing it together. She sits back on the couch with the controller in hand and leans against Caleb. Oh, they're gaming! He pulls her into the space between his legs. Are you sure this is comfortable? You can't even move. His arms are firmly wrapped on her waist as he reaches for a controller from the table. His presence is so strong that it's almost overwhelming.
전에도 늘 이렇게 하지 않았어? 네 시야도 안 가리고 컨트롤러도 바로 교체할 수 있잖아.
Foreplay, what's that? Okay, first of all, ew. Second of all, you're the one who brought up foreplay first. This joke doesn't work. I'm pretty sure we always played like this. I'm not in your way and we can switch controllers whenever we want to. Ignoring her protest, Caleb rests his chin on her head and adjusts the screen brightness.
그나저나 오늘 왜 그래? 깨우려고 했더니
So what's
침실도
wrong
비밀
today?
아지트라면서 나를 밀어내기도 하고.
When I tried to wake you up, you kept saying that the bedroom was a secret base and then you pushed me out.
겨우 하루 지났는데 그 비밀이라는 건 어젯밤에 숨긴 건가?
Back brought up foreplay. I see. Then we'll stick with just ew. If you don't do foreplay, Cappy. How disappointing. You've only been here for a day. Did you hide all your secrets overnight? Yep, that's exactly what I did. And you're not supposed to just barge into my bedroom, okay? What if I was doing something private? MC. MC? What do you mean?
어떤 일인데 나한테 숨기면서 해야 하는데?
And what exactly are you doing that requires you to hide it from me? Back, stop. Oh god. Aren't we here to play a game?
알았어. 화면 봐.
Alright, look at the
캐릭터
screen.
고르자.
Pick your character. Her gaze returns to the screen, but her thoughts keep slipping away even with the cheerful music playing. I assume
이
it's this music.
위치에서 힘을 모으고 그 다음에
I forgot we named her Gina! When you reach this position, start charging up. Okay. Something soft brushes against her ear. She's dazed for a moment, and then the mole she's controlling falls off the platform again.
졸려? 오늘은 이 스테이지까지만 하고 쉬게 해야겠네.
Tired? Do you want to stop here and rest for the day? Why is he like in her ear? Wow. His arms are still wrapped around her, and he makes no move to let go. She can feel his warm breath against the side of her neck. The room is quiet. Something unspoken starts to build between them. It's floating in the air. You're really warm.
히터 온도가 높아서 그래. 그리고 아까부터
The
네가
heater might be
점프를
set too
못해서
high.
나까지 조마조마했거든.
Or maybe I'm just anxious watching you miss the platform multiple times. Yeah, Oppa is cheating. Really? Then I'll lower the temperature. Let me go. She puts down the controller and pretends to get up. She places her hand on his arm as if to steady herself. She wants to give a gentle squeeze, but his skin is hot. Caleb, I feel like you actually have a fever.
착각이야.
You're
어제 늦게
confused.
자서 그런 걸 수도 있어. 요즘 좀 일찍 잤거든.
I probably just stayed up too late last night. Before she can say anything else, he lets go of her and stands up.
나도 슬슬 피곤하네.
I'm tired too.
먼저 씻고 올게.
I'll go wash up first. Oh. Did they spend... Is it day or night? Did they spend all day just at home playing games? That's cute. Given Caleb's history of hiding what he's not feeling, when he's not feeling well, she digs out the thermometer gun and sneaks into his room to wait for him.
오늘 밤엔 나랑 방을 바꿔서 잘 생각이야?
Are you planning to switch bedrooms with me? Yeah, I figured your room might be cooler. Why else would someone be wrapped up in layers after getting out of the shower? Not to mention his hair is still wet. She rests one hand on his shoulder and raises the thermometer again. Before she can even read the screen, she feels weightless. Oh my god. He's using his gravity powers already. Caleb sweeps her off the floor. She automatically grabs onto his neck. You're not actually going to carry me out of here and deal with this on your own again, right?
누가 그렇게 한대?
Who said I was doing that? You responded quickly and even sounded a little guilty.
총으로 날 겨눴으면서 반항도 하지 말라고? 꼼짝 말라는 말도 안 했잖아.
You think, am I not supposed to react to the gun that you're pointing at my head? Besides, you didn't say I had to stand still. Caleb walks over to the bed and sets her down gently. Then he kneels in front of her and carefully holds her elbow.
아까 게임할 때도 말하려고 했는데 계속 여길 무릎에 대고 있어서 그런지 빨갛게 됐더라.
I wanted to say this earlier when we were playing the game, but you were leaning your elbow against your knee. Look, it's all red. The spot where his fingers touch her skin feels hot. She instinctively pulls away. I didn't even notice. Still. Caleb changed the subject, which usually means he's hiding something again. Maybe he knows he can't deceive her anymore. Caleb takes her hand and places it against his forehead. Oh, that's cute.
평소보다 체온이 좀 높긴 한데 정말 괜찮아. 내가 진짜 아프면 어떤지 너도 알잖아.
It's a little warmer than usual, but I'm alright. You know how I am when I'm really sick.
요즘 자기장 때문에 나도 영향을 좀 받은 걸지도 몰라. 좀 지나면 괜찮아질 거야.
The magnetic field might be acting up. I'll be fine after a few days. A drop of water falls from his hair and lands on the back of her hand. She lifts it slightly, and her fingers curl without thinking. You don't know that. And it's another take care of sick Caleb card? Okay. All right, I'm down. Although Caleb insisted he was fine, she still called the fleet's private physician to check on him. Oh my god! Throughout the medical examination, Caleb answered every question without any hesitation and seemed cooperative. Before the final diagnosis is given, he glances at her. He then looks away expressionless and sips hot milk.
지휘관님이 예상하신 대로 최근 자기장 파동 때문이네요.
It's as the colonel suspected. The cause is the recent magnetic fluctuations. Is Caleb extra sensitive to the magnetic field? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, I'm thinking that's probably like the issue. But I have an Unhausen class eval. In theory, I should be more affected by them, but I'm not experiencing any reaction like this. She presses the back of her hand against Caleb's. In the past 30 minutes, his temperature has already dropped significantly.
그건 사람마다 체질이 다르기도 하고
Well,
이런 간헐적인 발열은 신체에 큰 무리도 안 됩니다.
everyone reacts differently, and this kind of intermittent fever is usually harmless.
만약 이후에 증상이 심해지면 약물로 조절하는 방법도 있지만 지휘관님은 이전에
If the symptoms get worse, we can consider medication, but the colonel...
괜찮아요. 그 약의 온갖 부작용들은 당분간 겪고 싶지 않아요.
It's alright. I don't want to experience those strange side effects. Some questions still hang in the air. When she glances at the doctor again, he avoids making eye contact with her for a second. Dude, he's always hiding. Okay, this card is so different because Caleb is just the same as usual, hiding shit. She called Zayne, how many STDs do you have? It's like not even relevant. Oh my god. It's also probably because he's part cyborg. Oh. Yeah, I didn't consider that. I was thinking about well, I mean, I guess that was also human experimentation, but I thought it was like maybe a result of the childhood experimentation. Some questions still hang in the air. Oh, I read that. The silence that follows tells her everything. She won't be getting any answers about things Caleb doesn't want her to know today. Can we use another way to ease the symptoms, assuming this happens again?
외출을 해보시는 것도 좋아요.
Going
주변
outside would
환경을
be good.
바꾸고 다른 일에 집중하면서 마음을 분산시키는 것도 괜찮고요.
If he takes in the scenery, then it'll help him take his mind off of it. Are you sure that actually works? If this really is due to magnetic disturbances, then that advice doesn't match up with what the association told us. Almost as if he's been waiting for this, Caleb looks at her with a calm, steadfast gaze. What the hell, man? What is Caleb up to? I am suspicious.
별일도 아닌데 나랑 같이 나가서 산책할래?
It's nothing serious.
마침
Wouldn't it be
이번에
nice to
온
go for a
김에
walk?
너한테 천운시의 야경을 제대로 보여주고 싶었거든.
Since we're here, I want to properly show you the view of Skyhaven at night. He definitely bribed that doctor beforehand. Like, we're gonna call you. She's gonna call you. You tell her this. Oh, we're back at the carnival. I'm still traumatized from his first quote myth card. The cloud boat arrives at the platform. She doesn't even need to look up to see the giant illuminated billboard above them that's advertising a polar night flight. Farther up, transparent tracks carved through the air above the city. Silver sliding cars shoot past as people scream in excitement. I thought this would be more of a calm romantic tour at night.
어쩌면 나도 흔들다리 효과를 내고 싶었을지도 모르지.
Maybe I want to create a bit of that suspension bridge effect. That's so manipulative. Can I summarize what happened in the first card? Oh, okay. If I recall correctly, his quote-unquote myth was still this life, because I guess this is his first time with her. Basically, she injected herself, not injected. She stuck the chip that they put in his brain in herself, I think to like understand what he was going through. I don't even know. It was crazy. It was madness. And then I think he had amnesia. Or did she have amnesia? Oh god, it's so hard because they kept doing things that were like each other and it was confusing to me. I think, no, it's from her perspective. So I think he had amnesia, or he was pretending to have amnesia, and she took him to this amusement park. Did it come out here? Eventually it came out that I think he was faking it. It was a crazy card. I don't think I can even summarize it properly because all of the events are jumbled up in my mind. I just remember that they were crazy events. The part where she injected the chip inside herself was madness. And basically throughout the card, you're just like, you guys have the most unhealthy codependent relationship ever. And that is saying something because I read Master on Saturdays. I would say though that Isodan and Hanjuan have the most healthy codependent relationship ever. Because at least by the end, you know. God, I hope MC and Caleb are headed somewhere near there because Jesus Christ. They're standing close together with their arms around each other. Wait, I don't think I read this. They both lied. Yeah, okay, they both lied about forgetting then. Maybe that, yeah. Like, I think that's why I was like confused. Cause I'm like, they kept doing the same stuff. But then how could we have not realized she was lying about forgetting because we're reading from her perspective. I don't even know. But yeah, I do remember that they just kept mirroring each other, but in the most toxic ways. I'm like, why can't you mirror each other's good behaviors? It's like method actors. Why do you only method act when you're playing an asshole? At the entrance to the two-person ride, this line extends outside. Most of the people waiting are couples. They're standing close together with their arms around each other. Looks like this is popular with couples. I bet most of them already know each other pretty well. This kind of trick might not work anymore.
글쎄, 사람의 감정이란 복잡한 법이야.
Who knows? People's emotions are complicated.
감정들도 사실은 오래전부터 있었던 걸지도 몰라.
And sometimes feelings don't appear out of nowhere. They're already present and just buried a little deeper.
자신의 마음을 깨닫게 해주는 계기 말이야.
That's why we need these moments. So that those feelings can awaken. Shut up, Caleb! Where do you hear that stuff?
아마 심리학 강의 같은 데서 들었던 것 같아.
Maybe from a psychology
효과 있으면
talk.
된 거지.
But if it works, it works. They finally reach the front. A staff member waves them in and shows them to their seats. The car is small. There are only two seats, and the back seat is right behind the front seat. She sits behind Caleb, her legs on either side of him. She wraps her arms around his waist, feeling around for the safety buckle, and clicks it into place for him. You feel warmer than you did earlier. Don't tell me it's the magnetic field again.
그냥 이런 놀이기구는 처음이라 긴장했나 봐.
I might just be nervous. It's nothing. Yeah, I might just be nervous since I've never done this before. But Oppa likes how she's copying him. I think so. Yes, our XDAA top pilot is nervous. Up ahead, the lights on the track switch to green. She holds Caleb a little tighter and rests her cheek against his back. I guess I'll have to make sure you feel safe.
그렇게 기대고 있으면 나중에는 내 심장 박동이 빨라지는 소리까지 들릴지도 몰라.
If you lean against me like that, then later you might feel how fast my heart is racing.
그때가 되면 절대 날 놓지 마.
When that happens, don't let go, okay? They're flung down the track. Wind roars in her ears. She tightens her arms around Caleb, her whole body pressed against his. They turn the last corner. The speed finally starts to slow down, and only then does she take it in the lights and buildings around them. Suspended high above the ground, they drift like a single leaf in still air. They're floating over a sea of steel and neon.
머리가 바람에 엉망이 됐네.
The wind's messed up your
보면
hair.
새들이 네 머리 위에 둥지라도 틀은 줄 알겠어.
Someone might think that a bird is using it as a nest. Caleb turns, brushes away the loose strands from her cheek, and tucks them behind her ear. His breath softly glides across her face. Yeah, right. How would a bird even get here?
있어. 못 믿겠으면 위를 봐.
They're around. Look up if you don't believe me. She looks into his eyes. He's watching her closely. A second passes before she slowly tilts her head up. Something soft brushes against her cheek. She reaches up and feels a petal.
좀 더 위로. 저 나무를 봐.
A little higher. Look at that tree. Why is he in her ear? Oh my god. Stop whispering into my ear like that, Kea. Up in the branches, the leaves rustle and petals begin to fall. They scatter around them like a flock of birds taking flight. They walk along the path outside the venue. Both sides of the street are lined with blooming flowers, and many of the nearby shops have put up signs for Polar Night.
어서 오세요.
Welcome in.
우주 형?
Oh, Hyung? As soon as they step inside, a man behind the counter quickly straightens his collar and hurries over. You know him? Caleb calmly glances at him before nodding.
아는 사이라고 해도 돼.
Yeah, we know each other. Why is he suspicious with like every single person that we're running into? Like, why is everything weird? Why is the mood weird? Caleb, stop making everything feel weird.
예전에 같은 중학교를 다녔는데
Just be normal.
학년이 달라서 너는 기억 못할 거야.
Why did he flex his wrist like he was preparing to punch this guy? Why are the vibes always so weird with Caleb? We went to the same high school, but we were in different years. You probably don't remember him.
겨우 그 정도라니. 예전에 친구들이랑 밴드 활동을 했을 때 우주 형이 큰 도움을 줬거든.
It wasn't just that. We used to play in the same band. Caleb helped us out big time back then. It's because he's getting ready to piss.
졸업하고 나서는 이 남매를 한 번도 못 봤네.
I haven't seen you since
혹시
graduation.
지금 바빠? 우리 가게에서 식사라도 하면서 얘기 좀 할까?
Are you busy? Shall we catch up over dinner?
됐어. 용건만 말해.
Oh my god! No thanks. Just say what you want. The man immediately puts on a dramatic pleading look.
아유 우주 형 제발 도와주세요.
Uju Hyung, please help me.
여기는 원래 바로 만들려고 처음부터 일부러 공간을 좀 넓게 잡아뒀어.
Oh no, I see the stage. Is this how we get? I forgot we were doing an idol card. That's why they said he was in a band. They meant a boy band. I am so unwell. Oh god. This is supposed to be a bar. When we were planning it, we set aside some extra space.
나중에 생각해 보니까 이렇게 복층으로 만들어놨는데 무대가 없으면 너무 아깝겠더라고.
Later, I thought we could go for a double height ceiling. It'd be a waste not to build a stage. At the far end of the room, the wooden stage floor shines. There's not a single scratch on it. It's been well cared for.
얼마 전에 유명한 밴드가 우리 가게에 와서 공연을 하기로 계약을 했어. 그래서 공연 홍보 준비도 막 시작했는데
I signed a contract for a well-known band to play. We've already started preparing promotional materials for their debut when...
오늘 메인 보컬이 길을 걷다 소화전에 걸려서 병원에 실려갔지 뭐야.
The lead
그래도
singer
다행히 둘을 만났네.
kicked a fire hydrant and ended up in the hospital. But luckily, I bumped into you guys. I can't believe that Oppa got asked out by another boy.
우주 형의 이 목소리와 분위기라면 여기에 가장 잘 어울리는 사람이야.
With your voice, you'll be the perfect replacement. I like how they keep saying like a band and lead singer in a way that like might think is like a band with instruments, and then it's like no, we meant a singing, dancing boy band. You want him to be the lead singer? I think Opa set this up from the beginning. I think so too. This is crazy. A spotlight from the side outlines Caleb's figure with clear lines. He turns and smiles at
6,
her.
7년 전 일이야. 록밴드 동아리에서 신인 모집이 안 돼서 나를 홍보 목적으로 잠깐 무대에 특별 출연시켰거든.
That was years ago. Their rock band couldn't recruit new members, so they had me do some guest performances. What do you mean?
맞아.
That's
그때
right.
형이 무대에 딱 서니까
Our
모집
recruitment
효과가
numbers
정말
shot
엄청났어.
through the roof. I never saw that. What a shame. There's another show I missed and can't make up for.
그럼 결정됐네.
Then that decides it.
보고
Huh?
싶다며.
You want
한
to
번
see it,
더
right?
공연하는 건 어렵지 않아.
Performing isn't a big
이번엔
deal.
맨 앞줄 자리를 남겨둘 수도 있고.
I'll even save you a front row seat. He's just here to show off. He's just here to show off. Oh my god. He decided so fast. Like, even she was like, I didn't actually say I wanted to see it. Like literally, look at this. I never saw that. What a shame. I'll do it. What the fuck, Caleb? He's been waiting for this moment. This is crazy. This is so... We went from like, what are the vibes to non-stop laughter. I cannot. You make it sound easy. Do you say yes to everything I ask?
설마 나한테 엄청 무리한 요구라도 하려는 거야?
Are you intending to ask me
일단
for something
말해봐.
outrageous?
들어볼 테니까.
Alright, tell me. I'll listen. You make it sound like I'm always asking for impossible things. I haven't done anything crazy to you lately. At most, I hugged you a little too tightly on the ride and I almost pulled your zipper off. What?
겨우 그 정도 힘으로? 난 네가 오늘 나한테 너무 다정한 거 아닌지
That's the
생각했는데.
extent of your health or of your strength. Oh my gosh. I was thinking you were actually being too gentle with me today. I'm only being careful because your temperature keeps jumping up and down these past 2 days.
네가 나한테 관심 갖게 만드는 거 생각보다 쉽네. 잘 기억해둘게.
So it's pretty easy to get your attention. I'll keep that in mind. And then EXO shows up and says, Caleb, can you leave us instead? Oh my god. Caleb walks back from the edge of the stage. EXO is a perfect group though because they also have powers and they are from Exoplanet. That's the you picked the best group for that joke. Where were your hands, MC? I know, right? MC, what were you doing? Caleb walks back from the edge of the stage and casually wraps his arm around her body. His warmth spreads through the area where he touches her.
이런 무대에 선 건 참 오랜만이네.
It's been years since I stood on
막상
stage.
보니까 살짝 그립기도 하고.
Makes me a little nostalgic. There's a duet dance to this too. Healing hip thrust.
아까 나오기 전에 의사 선생님 말씀 잘 듣겠다고 했잖아. 잘 됐네. 이게 환경도 바꾸고 기분 전환도 하는 거지.
Didn't you tell me to listen to the physician? This counts as following the doctor's orders. New environment, better mood. I guess, but like I was actually about to say, you have been having a fever and you want to dance? The nearby restaurant owner is relieved.
그럼 이렇게 하자.
Then
오늘
let's do
밤에
it this way.
일단 리허설 먼저 한번 해보는 게 어때?
Why don't you try the rehearsal tonight and then see how it feels? This is crazy. This is so silly.
감사합니다. 오늘 이 노래를 들은 모든 분들이 행복하시길 바랍니다.
Thanks everyone. I hope that song brought you all a lot of happiness. Not really focused, she claps a few times. Then she glances at Caleb, who's beside her. It's just his TB. The dancing will heal it.
내 거 한 모금 마셔볼래?
What? Do you want to try my drink?
나랑 같이 다른 사람 공연 보면서 좀 배우겠다고 했으면서 첫 곡부터 딴 생각을 하고 있네.
You said you wanted to study other people's performances, but you've been zoning out since the first song. Didn't you say you weren't feeling well, but you're drinking? Dude, he wants to dance too. Like, what the hell is this illness, man?
그걸 아직도 신경 쓰고 있는 거야?
You're still worried about
별로
that?
심각한 일도 아닌데.
It's not
마음에
that
두고
serious.
있었구나.
You're the only one who keeps worrying about it. Slap him. Slap him. He takes her hand and presses it against the side of his skin, or neck. His skin feels cool again. I've never heard magnetic fluctuations can cause this kind of reaction before. Unless it picks the individual it affects, like the doctor last night. Remind him not to look away so fast after lying next time.
문제 없지. 그리고 하나 더 약속할 수 있어.
No problem. And
네가
I'll
맞는
promise one
답을
more thing.
맞추면 나도 맞췄다고 말할 거야. 알겠지?
If you ever guess the correct answer, I promise I won't deny it. Caleb turns back to the stage as the next song begins. His hand stays near hers and it taps to the beat. She moves her hand closer until her pinky barely touches his wrist. Do you think we find out in this card, or do you think like we'll never find out and it's like for later? Why like whatever's happening with him is happening? Because he's just admitted that he's been lying, but he still won't tell her. Satisfied, she turns her gaze back to the performance. No one else seems to notice, but in the dark, she feels Caleb's fingers slide between hers and lifts her hand. She copies what he was doing earlier. She taps the back of his hand to the beat. A slow love song begins. Caleb hums along, his voice low, husky, and soft. It's so close that it feels like he's whispering into her ear. Oh god. Are they gonna do it? Okay. What song is that? It was too short for me to catch it. If it would be wild if they dropped lore in the middle of the hit band part, right? Oh my god. The song feels like it lasts forever. She takes a sip from the glass in front of her, but it makes her warmer instead of cooling her down. They really cranked up the heat.
더운 게 당연하지. 방금 너도 모르게 내 잔을 거의 다 비웠으니까.
You're warm because you almost finished my drink without realizing it. What did he order? He picks up his glass and downs the last sip. Then, with the same amount of casualness, he picks the drink, finishes the drink next to it. Hey, that one was mine.
아직 분간 못할 정도로 취하진 않았는데.
You're not so
얼굴은
drunk,
손이 다 데일 정도로 뜨겁네.
but your face is
가자.
getting pretty warm.
열 좀 식히러 나가야겠다.
Let's go.
우리 불덩이.
Let's get some fresh air. My little fireball. Actually, that was kind of a nice line. Hang on.
가자. 열 좀 식히러 나가야겠다. 우리 불덩이.
The poor Caleb voice actor who had to say whittle fireball. Oh, thank God it did not sound like that in Korean. Okay. You predict the end will have Oppa begging them to clear the TV. Oh my God. There's an aerial walkway nearby that's open 24/7. Caleb takes her hand and leads her up the stairs. The steps are lined with glowing tracks. Whenever they take a step, light ripples out like waves. Gentle pulses radiate under their feet. Following the rhythm of lights as they blink, she skips ahead a few
그냥
steps.
듣는 걸로는 안 되겠어?
Watching a
저
show
공연이라도
wasn't enough?
하려고?
You want to do your own performance? If you're the only one watching, I might need to think it over.
또 누구한테 보여주고 싶은데?
Oh my god. Is there another person that you want to show it to? Oh my god, Caleb. She's like, okay, he's getting possessive. I was joking. You never told me you used to perform on stage. I like that she was like, okay, alarm bells. Let me bring that down. You really did keep that secret from me since I was a kid. Caleb treads lightly as he matches the pace of the flashing brilliance under them. He catches up to her a few strides. Yes. Oh, please. I need Zayne and Caleb to meet up. Why are they not meeting up? Caleb treads lightly as he matches the pace of the flashing brilliance under them. He catches her up to her in a few strides.
그때는 공연 장소가 학교 밖이었어. 어떤 오빠가 멋대로 여동생을 데리고 그런 곳에 가겠어.
The shows were outside of school.
공연하는
What
걸
kind of
네가 아는데도 내가
what
널
kind
안
of-
데려가면
what?
며칠 동안 화내서 날 신경도 안 썼을 거잖아.
Okay. Who brings a gal pal to a place like that? Bro, no, that is not what he said. All right, hang on.
그때는 공연 장소가 학교 밖이었어. 어떤 오빠가 멋대로 여동생을 데리고 그런 곳에 가겠어.
What kind of oppa would bring his little sister out to a place like that?
공연하는 걸 네가 아는데도 내가 널 안 데려가면 며칠 동안 화내서 날 신경도 안 썼을 거잖아.
And if you found out I didn't take you, then you would have sulked for days. And you're not worried about that now?
우리 방금 거기서 같이 나왔잖아.
Didn't we just leave that bar together? Oppa censorship strikes again. Yeah, he literally says Oppa and little sister. 여동생. It's so funny. The night air feels colder. She grabs his hand. Still, even as a grown-up, Caleb has one secret after another. Some things never change.
그럴 리가.
No way.
이건 네가 나한테 와서 답을 확인해 주길 기다릴게.
I'll wait for the day when you come to me to verify the truth. Somewhere between their steps, one of them moves slightly out of sync with the blinking lights. A new ripple of light spreads across the walkway.
게다가 어른이 되고 나서는
Now that we're
우리가
older,
비밀이라고 부를 수 있는 일들도 예전과는 달라졌잖아.
and the things that we consider secrets aren't the same as the ones from before. Who do you think would top, Zayne or Caleb? Caleb and she walk back the way they came. It's about time for the scheduled rehearsal. The rest of the band is already getting ready. A few of them nod at them as they walk in.
다
A
모였으면
quiet
바로
greeting.
시작하자.
What,
곡은 너희가
everyone sings
부를래?
together. Let's get started. You guys want to pick the song?
이렇게 많은 곡을 오후 내내 다 외웠다고?
You memorized all of them in one afternoon? Okay, it says bass player, but I'm still convinced that this is a singing and dancing group, okay? Caleb catches the guitar tossed his way and hops onto the stage with ease.
80~90% 정도? 오는 길에 한 번 들었는데 리허설 하기엔 무리 없어.
What is with this guitar nonsense? He's not even holding a guitar. Game, you don't have to pretend that he's too cool to be in a boy band. Let him be in the boy band. 80, maybe 90% if we're being generous. I listened to them on the way here. That's enough for a rehearsal. What the fuck? As the lights sweep past the edge of the stage, Caleb is already moving. He's perfectly in sync. He doesn't even glance at the cue monitor. Reaching out, he grabs the mic stand and moves to the beat as the music begins.
와, 우주 형 무대 매너가 더 노련해졌는데?
His stage manner is even
예전만큼이나
better than
멋있어.
before. He has the same charm from back then. How did he perform at the time?
아, 그때? 사실 처음에는 우주 형 이미지랑 잘 어울릴 것 같아서 형을 홍보 모델로 세우고 싶었어.
Back then, we just thought he had the right vibe and invited him to help out with our promotions.
그런데 형이 노래를 이렇게 잘할 줄은 몰랐지.
We didn't know that he sang so well.
사람들도 어디 유명한 밴드 출신이냐고 많이들 물어봤어.
A lot of people even asked if he was part of some popular band.
그 뒤로 동아리에 신청한 사람들 중에 절반은 우주 형 때문에 온 거였지.
When the applications came in, at least half wanted to join just for him.
그런데 시간이 이렇게 흘렀는데
So many
우주
years
형이
have
아직도
passed,
혼자라니.
and he's still alone. He already has a girlfriend. How do you know? Maybe he already has a girlfriend?
그럴 리가.
No way.
오늘도 계속 둘이서만 붙어 있었잖아.
He's been with you the whole time. That was an unintentional burn. What are you talking about? He's been with you the whole day. Oh my god. Ouch. This guy is about to get smacked. MC is gonna claw his face off. Oh my goodness.
우주 형이랑 사귀는 사람이라면 매 순간 자기 곁에 두고 싶어 하지 않겠어?
I'm dying. If Caleb was dating someone, wouldn't she keep him close all the time? She gives a vague smile and looks at Caleb, who's center stage. Oh my god. No, listen to this. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. You might have missed it.
그런데 시간이 이렇게 흘렀는데
But so much
우주
time
형이
has passed
아직도
like this.
혼자라니.
And somehow he's still all alone. Maybe he already has a girlfriend?
그럴 리가.
No way.
오늘도 계속 둘이서만 붙어 있었잖아.
He's been with you all day. MC just accidentally gave a sick burn, and I think sorry, not MC. NPC just gave a sick burn, and I think MC was about to claw his face off. Just like, what do you mean? He's been with you all day. Of course he doesn't have a girlfriend. You're not a girl. To be fair, he is Caleb's little, or she is Caleb's little sister to him, so. Oh my god, though. Like seriously, I think MC was about to rip his face off. The lights blaze across the stage and warm the space bit by bit. Between verses, he brushes away the damp bangs hanging to his forehead. The light trails over him from his cheekbones to his collarbone to even the ends of his hair. They shimmer so brightly that she can't look away. After rehearsing the first few songs, Caleb jumps off the stage and waves a hand in front of her.
노래 들으면서도 딴 생각해?
Are you-
방금 부른 건 자장가가 아니었을
Are you
텐데.
spacing out even while I'm singing? I'm pretty sure we didn't rehearse any lullabies. Were your performances always like that?
이렇게가 어떤 건데?
Like what?
부르는 곡도 달라지고
The songs are
같이
different,
맞춰주는 사람들도 달라지긴 했지.
and the people I'm performing with
오히려
are different.
이번엔 조금 더 긴장했을지도 몰라.
Maybe I'm just more
네가
nervous
관객이니까.
than before right now, since you're in the audience. Phil opens a bottle or water bottle and takes a sip. Then he pulls the hem of his shirt up. It's enough to show a glimpse of his waist. He acts like he doesn't notice. He acts like he doesn't notice. Ain't no way he was Caleb's friend in high school if he didn't even know Caleb is a huge siscon.
또 무슨 생각해? 요즘 들어
What are you
나를
thinking
멍하니
about?
쳐다보는 횟수가 많아진 것 같은데.
You've been spacing out and staring at me more than usual. She quickly looks away and pulls his shirt down. MC's getting possessive now. Pay attention to your reputation. I cannot take these two any longer. Meanwhile, oh my god, it's so different than when you're doing a Zayne card. It's so different. I forgot how like fucking different even MC is depending on who you're with, and it's crazy. It's so silly. Lately she hasn't been sleeping well. It's probably because of the magnetic fluctuations. Even the tiniest sounds put her on edge. Philip? The door is ajar. Moonlight pours in through the tall windows before breaking apart under the sound of footsteps. Philip stands with his back to her. He's practicing a spin over and over again in front of the mirror. Sweat slides down the side of his face. He leans against the doorframe and watches him move up and down. Do you really lose track of time while practicing? Is he unable to sleep like me? After the first audition, Caleb was chosen by everyone as the band's temporary lead singer. They even cleared out a room at home so he could practice. Whenever he practices, she always sits as close to him as she can. But the closer she gets, the more she feels the heat up from his body. She can't ignore it anymore.
언제부터 여기에 생각하는 사람 조각상이 있었지?
Since when did we get the thinker statue? I know, right? I just so happen to be worrying about something that's related to you too.
그럼 내 잘못이었네.
So it's my fault then.
좋아. 내가 책임지고 해결해줄게.
Alright, I'll take responsibility. You never have to wonder if Zayne paid off an NPC to make herself look good. Do you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? Like, now that you bring that up, now I'm remembering Vin. Is Caleb the Vin of the story? Oh my god. The magnetic waves are making all the electronics F up. How are they doing a concert? I don't know, man. I don't know. Why were they on a roller coaster? That doesn't seem safe. Demon magic powered stage props. It's K-pop Demon Hunters. He's about to perform Your Idol. Wait, is there an MMD performance of a Your Idol with Love and Deep Space Boys? There should be, right? I don't think there is, but I would love for there to be. Caleb takes her hand and pulls her inside. He touches her from behind. What? What did I just read? His hands, gentle yet firm, are on her waist, and his fingers tightly press her stomach. Wait, I don't know how to dance.
간단해.
It's simple.
아무것도 생각하지 말고
Don't think about
내 리듬만
anything.
따라와.
Just follow my lead.
이렇게.
Like this. Alright. She moves with his hands as they dance. They glide, crisscross, and spin. Just as she's halfway through a spin, he suddenly pulls her back. Her body smoothly returns to his embrace. There's no space left between them. His hands grip her waist. He guides her to move further away and come closer. Each move is so precise it cannot go any further. She lifts her chin and spots Caleb in the full-length mirror as he leans in. A strand of hair falls and hides his eyes.
지금도 널 괴롭히던 그 하우주가 생각나?
Are you still thinking about that Caleb who troubled you? Dickhead. She quickly shakes her head and does her best to not look at how tightly he's holding her in the
이대로
mirror.
아무 생각도 하지 말고 다른 건 전부 잊어버려.
Just like this, don't think about
그럼 점점
anything.
동작과 리듬 자체에 즐거움을 느낄 수 있을 거야.
And little by little, you'll start to enjoy the movements and the rhythm.
다시 눈을 떴을 땐
When you open your
너에게
eyes
즐거움을 준
again,
하우주만 기억해줘.
I want you to remember the Caleb that makes you happy. Is this supposed to be romantic? I'm just creeped out. Like, the air feels like it's slowly being pulled away. Like, the mood feels romantic, but I'm also like, well, maybe if Caleb didn't act so sus all the time. She feels a little dizzy and her hands naturally cling to his neck. Is he suffocating her? Her hand brushes against the area behind his shoulder. His skin is burning up. It's hotter than ever before. That's not the fever, girl.
언제쯤 내 질문을 맞춰줄 생각이야?
Tina, when are you going to realize what's happening to me? Oh! This whole time, I figured it out. It's just horniness. He's just getting extra hot because he's extra horny. Oh my god. No deep lore. No deep lore. It's just extra horniness. Oh my god. I know why he feels so much like Vin sometimes. Team Z is definitely writing this.
힌트를 하나 줄게.
I'll give you a
나한테
hint.
계속 영향을 주는 건 단 하나의 생각뿐이야.
He-
언제 불쑥
It's always been the
떠오를지는
same thing on my
모르겠지만
mind.
최근에는 그 생각이 특히 가만히 있질 않더라고.
I don't know when it'll show up, but lately it's been more rest. He's just horny!
걱정하지 마. 무서운 생각은 아니니까.
Don't worry, it's not something scary. He smiles before glancing down and smoothing out a wrinkle on her collar. A moment passes, then he lets his hand fall to his side. I can't.
그냥 내가 생각했던 것만큼 기다리는데 익숙하지는 않았던 모양이야.
But it seems that it's harder to get used to than I expected. Wow. Oh my god. That's all it was. He's just been horny this whole time. That's why the doctor was like, yeah, the magnetic fluctuations affect everyone differently. Why am I here? I did not sign up for this. This is not my job. Poor doctor, man. He's like, I can't tell her that he's horny. Like, the microwaves continue. Oh my god, it's nuts, right? It's so silly. She dreams of Caleb that night. She wakes up, sits in bed, and looks at the full-length mirror across the room. She's still disoriented. Everything from the dream fades like mist on a mirror. It disappears at her fingertip when she touches it. Only the way he looked at her lingers like a trace. She had a wet dream. Only the way he looked at her lingers like a trace of water that didn't get wiped away in time. It clings to the edge of her memory. Wow, she definitely had yeah. Their dance became their little secret. Now that rehearsals are almost over, it feels like it'll be locked away again and buried. Moonlight still filters through the windows at night and fills every corner of the room. They're always left standing outside the door. But with every little touch, intentional or not, she can feel the warmth between them rising bit by bit. It wasn't a dream. Oh god. There are only 2 days left before the polar night ends. Tonight, she walks up to Caleb's bedroom door and knocks. Ooh. There's a short pause, then the door opens from the inside. His gaze drops for a moment when he sees the oversized sweater she's wearing.
분실물 신고를 하려던 참이었는데 알아서 돌아왔네.
I was going to put up a lost and found notice, but it returned home all by itself. It's been getting colder lately, so I grabbed one of your sweaters.
우연이네.
What a
내가
coincidence.
제일 좋아하는 옷이기도 하거든.
That's my favorite sweater.
돌려주려고 온 거야? 아니면
Are you here to give
아예
it
네
back?
거라고 선언하러 온 거야?
Are you gonna announce that it's yours now? She lets go of the door frame and steps back a little. Do you remember the game I brought for us to play? Let's finish the last few levels before I head back to Lincoln City. Okay, more gaming. Caleb and she sit on the sofa. They lean against the cushions, their knees resting side by side. I feel like
이번엔 덥다고 하면서 게임 중간에 더는 못 앉아있겠다고 하는 거 아니겠지?
I feel a little bad because I'm sure that somebody playing this card who's like really invested in Caleb is like pointing out all of the really deep and interesting and like poignant and meaningful stuff, right? And I am just sitting here being like, the microwaves made him horny. Caleb is in a boy band. Like, but that's all I'm getting from this. That's all I'm getting from this. You won't be too warm and fidgety when we're halfway done, right? You're the one who made up an excuse and ran away.
지난번 그 스테이지부터 시작하자.
Then let's pick up where we left off. Soon after they start playing, her leg slowly moves toward Caleb. Her knee keeps brushing against his.
또 딴 생각하면 네 두더지가 또 떨어질 거야.
Caleb isn't in a boy band. He paid off a boy band to make himself look good. Yes. But he was in a boy band in high school, which is even sillier. Your little mole's gonna fall if you get distracted again. I got so confused here by the sentence because I forgot that the characters they were playing with were moles, and I was thinking of like a mole on her face, and I was like, what? But I remembered. You're gonna fall asleep. Thanks for the story time. Okay. It's fine. You always move faster and catch me before I hit the ground. When do we get to the stage performance? I want to
내가
see that
항상
and how they
실수 하나
incorporate
없이
her getting on
완벽하게
the
집중할
stage.
수 있다고 생각해?
Do you really think I can stay focused the whole time and never mess up? Her breathing slows down, but her heartbeat speeds up as she leans closer. Hope you're not gonna miss a big lore reveal. I think it was just that he gets horny when there's a magnetic fluctuation. What if I really want you to mess up? I thought, oh my gosh, I almost read that as I really want you to mess me up. Oof. That would have been a totally different sentence. Okay. As soon as her hand touches his back, the heat under his skin starts to spread through her fingers little by little. Can you feel it? My warmth. It's already the same as yours. Philip drops his controller and grabs her knee. He's burning up. His fingers slide along her thigh. It's enough to stop her from moving, but it's not enough for her to let go.
답을 알아버렸으니 이제는 더 이상 모른 척할 수 없겠네.
Once we
이게 네가 원하는 거야?
are aware of the answer, we can't ignore the truth. Is this what you want? Her fingers wrap around his arm so she can hold him even tighter. Caleb leans in a little more and uses her arm to steady himself. His warmth envelops her. Oh my gosh. Before their breaths meet, the harsh notification sound of a game over rings in her ear. They stop. Caleb rests his forehead against hers and lets out a quiet laugh.
방금 우리 둘 다 너무 집중을 못했네.
I guess both of us were too distracted just now. Okay, so they stopped. It's opening night. When she wakes up, Caleb is already gone. He's doing his last rehearsal at the venue. Outside the restaurant, the digital ad screens now show the band's animated poster from their earlier photo shoot. When she looks up, she sees a huge image of Caleb winking. His smile shines bright. People are starting to gather in front of the poster. They chat and point. She turns and quickly heads to the staff entrance. The figure on stage is already in costume. He's reviewing his final moves alone. When the drums beat, Caleb moves as if he's breathing with the rhythm. His steps are precise and steady. He's like a pulled string that tightens and loosens. The lights above wrap around him. Her eyes follow it downward, and suddenly she doesn't want to just stand there and watch. My phone is getting hot again. Oh my god, seriously? With Caleb's, we have no problems? Oh, my MT is so pretty. I guess he does like it when she follows or when she copies him. But the follow my lead makes more sense with the context of the story that we have now. I like that.
화장이 다 번졌네. 내 잘못이야. 여기서 멈출까?
Should I stop here? Oh, they actually show the smudge on her. Not enough.
공연 시작 전까진 아무도 우리를 방해하지 못할 거야.
Oh my gosh. Wow, they show the streaks of makeup.
좀더 흐트러뜨려도 될까?
Can I mess you up a little more? Oh my gosh. What a line.
아까는 네가 먼저 날 붙잡고 나한테 계속하라고 했잖아.
Just now you pulled me in and told me to keep going.
지금 날 혼자 두는 건 안 돼.
Now you can't leave me alone. Or you're not allowed to leave me alone. Is the lead singer allowed to waste everyone's time before the show? There is no show. Oh, the lipstick smudge on his face.
너의 모든 부분을 채우고 싶었던 건 내가 오래전부터 계획했던 일이야.
Is this their first time? Oh my. Oh, they're animating the thrusting. Music flows from lips as fingers are intertwined. Feelings swell and grow. They speed up or slow down at times. The dressing room door opens. Unfinished melodies linger in the air. They echo inside their bodies. Tonight's big show has finally arrived. The lights go out at the same time. Everyone holds their breath in the dark. Four steady beats of the drum. Spotlights shine from above to outline the figure behind the curtain. Snaps and whistles ring out. The curtain opens and all eyes focus on the center of the stage. As he turns and opens his arms to the crowd, she suddenly realizes her bobby pin is still on his collar. What the fuck? Can't you walk on your own for a while longer? You're heavy. The debut performance went well. At the after party, Caleb got the most toast and ended up a little tipsy. She turned down everyone's invitation to do karaoke and carried him home. He'll probably wake up with a headache if he sleeps like this. She loses her balance and they both fall onto the sofa.
Oh.
She rests on Caleb's chest while his eyes stay shut. She picks off a piece of gold confetti near his neck. He acted like the perfect lead singer for the whole night, but he didn't even remove all the confetti. Here. She leans in and sees there's a bit of silver glitter. It's probably from the dressing room. She assumes she has some on her too. She hums and pokes the side of his neck. It's still warm to the touch. You feel warm and your clothes still have stuff on them, so let me help you take them off. Empathy! She sits up and starts tugging at the intricate zipper on his chest. He's only halfway done when he grabs her hand. Oh my god, MC.
갑자기 이렇게 적극적이라니 좀 익숙하지 않은데?
You're suddenly being really helpful. I'm not used to it. It's too late to pull away now. His arms tightly wrap themselves around her waist. He slowly reaches up from behind, his knuckles touching her shoulder. His hands cover the back of her hand and gently pulls the zipper down a little further down. It really is worse than I thought. Her voice is soft, but her fingers are already on his chest. They slowly slide down. He doesn't pull back. It's like he's letting her look on purpose.
네가 가까이 다가올수록 더 심해져.
Yeah, and the closer you are, the worse it gets. Oh, I was like, I swear I ordered, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so how does it feel? Caleb pauses. He holds her hand at his waist and he pulls her in.
미궁 안에 있는 것 같아.
Like being in a maze,
사방이 전부 유리벽으로 된 미궁.
but all the walls are made of glass.
안에 서 있을 때는 모든 걸 다 볼 수 있다고 생각하는데 그래도 결국 갇히게 돼.
You think you can see everything clearly from inside, but unfortunately you're still trapped. You can't help but poke his face. Look who's talking. You're the one who said you'd build a maze to trap me. Oh, he did say that.
누가 그 생각이 없어졌대?
Who said I didn't
다만 이번엔
want to do that anymore.
네가 직접 입구를 찾을 때까지 기다릴 줄 알게 된 거지.
It's just that I've learned to wait for you to find the entrance. What? Okay. Let's not get into that right now. I'm not even going to start talking about that. Okay. Caleb catches her hand. His gaze remains lowered, but the corners of his lips slowly curl up.
이제 너한테 모든 비밀을 들킨 셈인데.
Now you know all of my
어쩌지?
secrets. What should I do? I think I don't want to retreat. He's breathing so heavily. Jesus. Their lingering kiss says everything. Maybe they never needed a lot of words. It's like when they were kids sneaking out at night. One look was enough to know that what the other person was thinking. Only now does she realize that the place she wanted to go with him, she never wanted to reach the end of a quiet alley in the city. They've always been on the same path. It's just that today, they finally let themselves venture deeper. They stop at the same time again. He clasps her hand. Their palms line up and slowly slide together. It's like they're tracing each other's shape without words.
만약 오늘이 네가 가깝게 다가오고 싶은 날이라면
If today is a day that you want to come closer,
난 어떤 방법을 써서라도 네가 절대 떠나고 싶지 않게 만들 거야.
then I'll do everything I can to make sure you never want to leave. Wow. All right. That was a card. It was entertaining for sure. Like I was definitely entertained. We get the song. Anyway, since it seems like this is behaving today. I'm sorry, I switched so fast. It's still a little bit glitchy, but it's not as bad as last time.
Inside, try to tame a storm, but every look from you makes it hard to control. And shadows don't wait when when darkness falls, I'll show the flame I got inside the walls between us fade. Drag you far from time and space to my world wild and so dangerous. Myself untamed. Let's test the
I can't wait to commission art of MC in this outfit.
everything that's wrong suddenly feels right. Let me come closer, I'll show you.
They're so cute. That's adorable.
조명이랑 무대는 좀 익숙치 않지만
Her earrings are like the
네가
little
남은
snowflake
동안
ones.
그 느낌이 좋아.
Dang, MC really taking the lead.
이 도시가 밝아지기 전까지
What does that one accessory say? Those are words,
널
right?
만족시켜줄게.
Dang.
아무리 길어도
The
너와 함께라면
animation on the glasses touching his lips is really good. MC, please. The biting again.
착각하게 만들지 마. 계속
Don't
할
confuse
준비가 안 된
me.
사람은 꼭 너인 것 같잖아. 내 헤드셋을 벗기는 방법은 여러 가지야. 내가 알려줄 수도 있는데 알고 싶어. 어떤 모험에서든 가장 은밀한 걸 너와 나누고 싶어.
Aw, they're so cute. Theirs was very innocent. The vibes are so different.